Hello, this is Mark from Off-Grid Europe, and welcome back to, well, Off-Grid Europe, I guess. It's been a fantastic time of Corona, fake news, Donald Trump. But in the meantime, we've been working on a very, very large order. And we have won the order and we've received payment for the order, and now we are producing. We're going to be electrifying 120 villages in Senegal. This is the biggest project we've ever had. Something like 120,000 people receiving access to power. And in the process of doing this, not only are we gonna make this rollout awesome, but we are also gonna use all the lessons we have learned over the last many years in terms of manufacturing, in terms of software, logistics, and supply and installation. And over the next few months, you're gonna see what this means. The teams are working incredibly well. And here we go. This is the ASER 300 village project in Senegal. So, the workshop is in full swing right now. As you can see right now, we have a good amount of containers on the go right now. We have the first 4 here. The people are starting now with the around and, you know, discussing the sizes of the various installation parts. We have right here the SMA parts, which are getting ready for installation. So that would be sunny islands and tri-powers. And we have now already a nice collection of distribution boxes here, which are being pre-assembled. So we see right now we have 2 sets of boxes. So we have the load connection boxes here, and there are 4 of them. They're all more or less the same dimensions. And we have the internal Off-Grid Europe box, which has the electronic relay, the Raspberry Pi, the various security devices, UPS function, and terminal boxes for the connections for the external parts. The sandwich sheets have been installed. The aluminium angle has been put on to cosmetically make it look better. And the internal framework has been installed inside the container. Now we are getting ready for the inlay of the cable trays and the cable, and of course the inverters and battery rack system. And we right now have a temporary lighting system set up inside, attached with a magnet which is can be removed, and a proper lighting system is going to be installed in here that's going to be running off the UPS system. There's a bunch of things that need to be done right now, which is the extraction system has to be installed. So this hole here is an old mechanics. Well, this is the garage. It's designed for a garage, and it's got things like extraction system for exhaust gas built into the floor all over the place. And this means that we've got an extraction system up here, which is quite powerful. And we're going to use this as our welding extraction system to be able to pull out all these noxious gases. Another thing we're going to do is we've got these old cars in here, which are part of the family which have rented us this hall, and they have a bunch of old timers, and they have to be protected. So we're putting up a plasterboard, a type of plasterboard. It's called Famicell. It's stronger than normal plasterboard. We're building this plasterboard wall here to stop sparks and stray objects and so on flying off in this direction. And then we're going to move things like steel and whatnot. We're going to put some steel shelves up over there. working bench in here and have a really nice work process where steel is cut on this area here. So it's cut all along here. There's going to be steel saw here in the middle. The wall, shelves for steel coming in over there, shelves for steel on the other side, and welding workbench with extraction system on the top. So it's going to basically be a very nice system for making a nice assembly line for the sun hat and the internal mounting structure, and also future R&D projects that we've got in terms of battery mounting and whatnot is that go with the inside of the containers. Today we have our sales manager in the office. After over 6 months worth of Corona time, he is finally back.
Hello.
So how's it going?
Well, this week I'm in Germany, and what I'm working on is getting the Senegalese operation set up with the trucks and the employees, and so we're working to pretty tight time schedules to get everything lined up so we can import it in time for everything to be ready by the time the containers arrive. So that's the kind of main focus for this week, getting those all lined up.
Do you have any concerns with the logistics, or like how we're going to be doing the implementation in Senegal and the whole Corona situation, and maybe you can explain how that's affecting our business?
I suppose the Corona situation, it's the uncertainty of it, and I think the most important thing for us is that we have very tight time schedules that we're working to, and we need to make sure that we have, if our plan A doesn't work, we've got plan B and plan C as well. So it's trying to make sure that there's redundancy at every stage of what we're doing. So that includes with the people that we're hiring, with the materials that we're getting in, and indeed if there's something happens where we can't get in to the normal channels, that we've got some kind of backup for getting the work, so the work doesn't get interrupted too much. So it's a lot to think about, certainly stuff which, you know, we're trying to think of things before they come up, and so we have a plan for them. But I think so far we're thinking around the right lines, and we should be okay with it.
If anything has surprised us, I think I'm surprised that it seemed like it's working better than I thought it would have.
Right.
Yeah, and so I'm positively surprised right now that you know, it's just working really well. Christiane and Alan packed their negative COVID test and permissions from the Senegalese embassy in Berlin for a frenzied 6 days of many meetings and one company formation in Dakar, Senegal.